No, well, yeah, you could say that. I could do.
Gonna give like fluffy cuddles.
No, like when you
Aw,
grab someone and then
Little
you
bubbles.
You
right over
suplex
that.
them.
Suplex.
You're going to suplex me, Hybris.
Hey.
How you feel about that?
Off of the ledge.
Right off the ledge.
Please do not.
Okay.
I feel very outnumbered.
Yeah, you're fucked.
If it counts for anything, I am technically genderless.
Should I like execute myself now, or like what's the am I supposed to bow down?
Just get back down. Just get back down.
Just get back down. Alright, yeah, it's Sans. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just go ahead and put me up. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh.
Kind of strong.
Please. It has been a long day already.
I'm sorry, honey. I was trying to joke. Trying to calm you. Come here. I love you.
I love you too.
I hope so. I'm gonna do good today. Okay.
That is not what I am worried about.
What's going on today?
Victor is on his way.
You know, I came home from my trip, and I fell asleep on the couch, and I was like, you know what? It's a good day. I learned a lot. I got to practice. Nothing bad happened. I woke up to that news.
I don't know. I guess because he's coming to talk.
I need to speak with him.
Seems like it's like eating a dead horse. Weren't they like done or something?
That
It's
is
not
not
like
really.
justice.
It's more like beating a vampire with a cut off hand. But...
I mean,
man, I really need that coffee.
Speaking of, is Dylan here?
she is.
She is. She
Okay.
is. She is here. She is by the kitchen, to my knowledge.
Yes.
Thank you.
I
I'm
may
gonna go
need
that
to
way.
speak with her as well.
Yeah.
As much as I wish to minimize the amount of pain that anyone is having to go through, Dylan will need to decide as to whether or not she will press charges officially.
I've already got some things prepped in the work just in case she does decide to prep charges, but for now, we need to focus on getting her into a calm environment where this conversation can be had. You're fine. You're both fine. I can control this. Doing practice.
I am going to
That's
assume
my
that I
call.
am not meant to make contact with
To
this.
touch? No.
Wait, what about
Honey,
me?
I like you with your mana.
We don't.
I said mana.
No, I know, but there's mana inside my clothes as well. That's why they glow.
Well, I don't want to zap your clothes. I have your mana.
It comes back.
Does it take off your clothes? Because that'd be really awkward for
No,
me.
it's just what makes it glow. It's the same reason why the flowers
Oh.
glow.
Is it? Huh.
Yeah.
I
Been
suppose
training,
your
getting a little
training
bit better with
Azrael
my...
went well.
Somewhat. I'm looking for better options for now. Man's a fucking trip.
A trip.
Damn near wanted... Yeah. He was tempted to want to change me. Said, in his words exactly, if Hybris is in danger, I will change you into whatever I see fit.
Hey,
Hello.
how have you been?
Perplexed.
Ugh.
Something felt strange.
What do you mean?
So I figured I should come at
Tune in?
meeting.
Is it
Come on.
that time?
Just a feeling.
Ah, you're good. Come on.
Did you
Sure,
need to speak
Hybris?
with me?
Yes, very quickly.
If you
How are
I
you?
might have a problem. There was someone following me. They demanded to come here, and they followed me. I don't know who they are, but they had really pretty green hair.
It's nothing new. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Stuff's always happening, so you just kind of learn to roll with it.
I see.
So I'm just
Would you
letting you know.
please
Things
lead me
happen
to
every
them?
time I come here.
Yeah?
Forced entry is not
can
something I
see.
take lightly.
Levis is busy.
You have
I'll
very
tell you
pretty
another
green
time.
hair.
That's all I noticed. Just
Apparently.
Oh no, I'm just trying to think of anyone I know with pretty green hair that's not, well, you, I guess, but I mean,
Messy is.
Oh,
Put it.
nope, not ringing a bell. That's a nope face.
Hey.
hi. Oh. It is good to see you. I
Need
was
to talk
not
to you.
You and many others.
Still running this place?
Yes?
Good. I'm sure you have business to attend to, but I'll be around.
Yes, I will.
Good job.
Would love to catch up.
many things.
Is my room still here?
Yes.
I'm very tired.
Yes, if you wish to rest, it is still down the hall. To the right.
The halls have gotten a little bigger.
Yes.
I'm still working. Can
Yes.
I be sleeping in
Interesting
bed?
individual.
No. No. This. Or
Which
that
one?
was.
That
Volcona.
was.
That one. The new one.
Oh, I
Perhaps
think
not so
so. Okay.
She is
Oh,
an
if you
old
know her,
friend.
then
Conga?
Old.
Volcona.
Actually, I vaguely remember.
She.
One of the first
Very
times I came
huggy.
here.
Haven't seen Booger Queen in
Yes.
like a year.
She is an old friend. She was one of the renegades.
I highly doubt that's her name.
Hmm.
No.
But I'll let her know
She
you
used
said
to be
so.
engaged to Silas.
Oh, I tell it right to her. She used to call me Booger because of my green hair strand.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Booger Queen because her whole
I'm
hair
gonna
is
go get tea now. That's all I needed.
Hmm.
You good?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Go.
Oh.
She's in the training room now.
Yeah.
Out of the training room.
That baby.
It's in the
Perhaps
lobby.
she is.
Now Tony's out of the lobby. Tony's in the training room.
Do you want to just be the narrator for you know, just tonight? Just
Maybe
follow everyone around and narrate?
I fucking will, Brim. Maybe I fucking will.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do it.
Please do not.
Do it. You won't.
Do
No
it.
balls.
No fins. What? Got me all worried like I just offended you and shit. Lord. happy. I'll be mad. See? Smile. See? Whoop.
I am not mad.
Got a smile.
I am simply
Okay, good.
concerned.
Intrigued and amazed at the masterful art that is. Oh, concerned. Okay, well.
Someone has leaked information about what happened.
What do you mean?
Of
I
course.
am already getting
About
questions
which-
from the media and our investors.
Mm,
Once again,
What leaked information? Sounds interesting.
sounds more like a headache, I'm gonna be completely honest.
yeah.
A Silas-sized migraine. Loving it.
Speaking of, I'm gonna go check on Dylan and just make sure she's, mentally prepped, I guess.
Yes, thank you.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Don't put like water inside of her.
Silas decided to enact justice in the name of Aegis when he was not
Coffin.
permitted to do so.
Fuck, cut off a dude's hand.
Oh, you mean my ex, right?
Yes, that's Silas.
So he's hurting more people now. It's good to know nothing's changed.
Oh, you meant she was with... Oh, you
Yeah.
poor soul.
Oh yeah, and then he tried to cut my head off.
Then he tried to...
To protect his dear friend Chips from his inevitable doom.
Yes, I do not believe they are such good friends anymore.
Oh, what a shame.
How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
Well, I
I'm
suppose
fucking
while
So
I
that
have
talk.
living legless, but living.
How have you
I
been?
you're getting a little scared there for a moment.
Busy. What about you?
Just a massive, fucking stupid app.
Also
There is
busy.
some questions I would like to ask you when you're not.
I can
busy.
see. You got a whole bunch of new faces in there I haven't seen before.
Super
Yes.
busy right now. What you got, big dog?
Would you
I
mind taking a walk?
Hey,
Don't want to
sweetheart, I'm
interrupt the
gonna
conversation.
take a walk right quick just to talk to Grayla right back and be right back to you.
of course. Take care.
Sweetheart. I didn't know you let your comrades address you that way.
No, but I do allow my
Unless...
Mm,
Oh, I see. You're shacking up with him now.
yes.
That's a shame. Come on, we need to talk in a private place.
Has something happened? Well, many things.
I should be asking
That
you that,
happened.
actually. What the fuck is going on?
In regards to Aegis or recent events?
In regards to the glowing rune that was dormant for so long and is now pulsing painfully.
I see. Yes. Arcadum contacted me.
Finally?
Yes.
How long has it been?
Over a year.
What, he's got some grand mission for us or something, after all this time?
Yes, it would seem that. Well, it is not necessarily a mission that he is giving us, but a warning. There is
warning.
something coming. A being
Sorry.
known as the Herald It is from beyond our reality, beyond the universe that we know. Apparently, it is followed a few travelers that have accidentally stumbled their way here. And called it the Violet.
And he expects us to rally the troops, fight off this herald.
Effectively so. We must close the gate.
Close the gate. Got it. So it's more cryptic bullshit from Arcadum.
So as to speak, yes.
You think he's actually going to go through with this time, or is it going to be another prophecy left up to the wind?
I believe it is certain. He has already given me guidance to a few relics that he believes we will need.
So we gotta go find the relics.
Yes. We are also to prepare.
Prepare. Well, that's not the news I was hoping to hear. I was hoping it was just...
I wish it was
decoration.
better news, but...
Look, I didn't come back just because of the rune. I know I disappeared on everyone, but I quite literally could not live with myself after what happened with Cypri. Everything felt fake, meaningless. So I took a little trip. But, I'm back. For now, I guess. If you'll have me.
We may need your strength. If you are willing to give it.
I am the mountain after all.
Yes.
I've been spending my time harnessing this rune. At least. I knew something like this would happen one day. Right at the very moment we thought it never would. Guess that's just how Arcadum works. It gets you when you're least expecting it, and you have to struggle. A little bit. But, it's good to see you.
It is good to see you as well, friend.
Regardless if you're shacked up with some, thing. What is he? Dragon? Alien?
He's from the void.
Oh, fucking
Ironic.
joy.
I am sure you will find, but...
Very ironic. You be careful with people from that place, but I don't have to tell you that. You seem to trust him enough, so there must be something right.
Yes.
Cool. Well, why don't you go introduce me to your new students? I don't know any of them, actually,
Perhaps.
except for the,
There
tiny
is someone
octopus.
coming that I will need to speak with at some point. They may be here soon.
I see. Sure. I won't meddle
Actually,
in your business.
you may recall him. Do you recall Victor Heinrich?
You mean Chips' buddy?
Yes.
What the hell is he doing here?
Much has happened. You would come with me.
What has happened?
Yes. As it would turn out, Chips has gone missing again.
He's gone missing?
Into hiding, more than likely. His activities anger the council.
I see. So he's pissed off another large group of very powerful people and is now hiding.
Yes, well, they had captured him and were holding him for several months. We
Damn, I have been gone.
took an opportunity to assist Victor in liberating him.
You let him out? What if he's tied to this whole Herald thing? What if he's the cause?
He is
Righteous punishment.
not, unfortunately. I wish it were
Well,
so
wherever
simple.
he is, I hope he's sleeping and having good dreams.
Yes, Brim?
Do you know where Dylan is? Because I couldn't find her in there.
I have not seen her. I have only just returned. Well, speaking of which, the reason
I'm
Dylan,
gonna go check her room.
Victor is coming is because of Dylan. He...
Who is Dylan?
one of our newer agents. She has been
I see.
one of great promise. But
And this all ties together because...
Victor assaulted her. He fed. I have been informed that
another
it
vampire.
was... Yes, I have been informed that, as he has explained it, it was necessary in the moment. He specifically took measures not to kill her. But...
Yet he also didn't ask, did he?
of course not. It is never that
Isn't
simple.
the blood supposed to be sweeter when you ask? Consent and all?
Perhaps.
It's ridiculous.
Well,
Karma will
in
take
any
care of that for
case,
sure.
he came here to apologize to Dylan for his actions and to ask for her forgiveness. He at least is noble in that aspect. Unfortunately, due to the trauma that she has had to endure because of this, Dylan was initially unwilling to speak to him. In the meantime, Silas, who has taken a liking to Dylan and has taken a moment.
Oh, was it that one?
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, it's shiny.
Oh
so
no.
I'm not gonna do anything.
In effect, Silas sees himself as a
Only 'cause
father
she's
figure
gonna
to her.
come up, not really. What? No.
Gotta go.
No.
So you're telling me... Wait. What did he do to Victor? Someone said earlier something about a hand getting cut off. Did-
Exactly that.
Oh.
And he invoked
So we're
Aegis'
allowing...
name in doing that. We are not allowing such activities.
Yeah. Sorry. Poor choice of words. He just has a habit of pulling his sword before thinking. If you can recall.
Yes, I recall as such.
Well, that's fucking deep. Sorry that's happening. If you need backup, I can
Yes.
protect you or something. I don't really know the extent of what I can do. I just know how to do it.
Yes. It would be appreciated, but I am hopeful that both Silas and Victor will keep level heads in this. Silas will have to answer for his crimes against Victor, and, well, Dylan will need to decide as to whether or not she wishes to press further charges. Hello, Hops.
She should.
Apparently Sig's in jail
What?
for
What?
stealing coffee.
Sig's in here? Damn, I met him
Yeah.
once, way back. Little
Brim
shit.
put him in like an imaginary jail and like tied his sleeves together so
Okay.
he couldn't get away.
Okay. My apologies. You had me panic for a moment.
Oh.
Thank you.
Milady.
I'm gonna just be keeping a close eye on Dylan. Let me know when you need me, and I will, you know, come and check on you.
Thank you.
Hold up.
Also, for the record, Sig is in jail.
Yes, yes.
I have been
You
told
really were
and
scared of that.
I nearly panicked.
How the fuck were you scared of me?
Wait, who told you?
Hops did.
I did not threaten
Oh.
you. I told you to take me to Hybris. That's a threat, little lady. Think you're in the wrong place.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Hybris, hello.
She said you threatened her and forced her to take you to Hybris.
I think we all
If I
made
would
a
have threatened
laughing
anyone in
fit
this
after
place,
that.
I would have done so.
I think I
already.
should have just taken a nap.
Did you get taller? Hold on.
I got everything.
That was good. Alright.
Well, I hope you were all
Okay,
well.
I'm just gonna say it. Her armor's the coolest thing in this room.
I think we needed a
wrong.
really
I'm
cute
the
attention.
attention.
Laughter's the best medicine for that.
She's the second.
Okay.
Still waiting.
Yes,
But
I wish
she has the
I
coolest
was
color
able to
scheme.
laugh at the moment.
It's all black. I'm all black. What do you mean?
Like hugs?
You mother.
Yeah, I
Not
missed you.
really
Hi.
very capable.
Big hug. Snuggle,
Wait,
snuggle.
her hair is
So
great.
does that make Ion really
It's really
cool?
cool.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, on her tits.
Ion, I'm
Yeah.
certain you recall. Oh,
You're wearing my favorite color scheme. Thank you.
I do.
You did not just.
Seems to be a trend here now.
She
kinda
just
weird.
whipped.
Hey!
She just whipped. I'm
Good to see you. Oh yeah, there's someone else for green
Dude.
team.
What did you?
How's it going?
Wait, who just whipped?
Hi.
Oh.
I'm not going back that way. I'm
Oh.
serious.
Oh.
Wait, Dylan, why?
I have a
Dylan?
very important question. Did she take
Some
her
old,
mace
some new.
out?
Still the
So-
same.
Well, so you were okay.
Hybris,
Yes, I figured as much. Thank you.
Yep. Do you need me there with you, honey?
If you would not mind, perhaps staying close. I will need some privacy, but knowing you are there will perhaps put me at ease.
Alright.
All right. Hybris is here.
Hello, Victor.
Oh, Hybris.
Oh. Shall we get started?
Leon.
Yes. I hope this incident has not caused you more trouble than necessary, but I am certain it already has.
And to me, Hybris is nothing. However, word has spread, unfortunately.
So I have heard.
I kept mostly quiet, but some of Purple Lotus witnessed it.
See, perhaps they were the ones who leaked information. I have unfortunately had to spend most of today answering phone calls. As it stands, Silas Fairbrook has committed a crime within my home. Therein, he must face judgment.
It's nice to finally talk to someone who is more understandable. I unfortunately missed you the other day. I came to personally apologize.
Yes,
It was a blunder on my part to
I
attack Dylan.
apologize and for my absence. Unfortunately, I was busy with other things. I would have preferred
I will
to...
explain, if I could.
If you would, please, yes.
I was at Purple Lotus. I got into a conflict with a lycan named Grimm, as well as Kane, one of the staff members. We thought it prudent to have a three-way fight for fun.
Excuse me.
And all.
You okay with this information being jotted down?
Go ahead. It's public knowledge.
Thank
We
you.
tussled for a bit in the streets. It was fun. I haven't had that in a while. Nor have I had fresh blood. I've had to drink from my stock under a basement for many years, in fear of being hunted by Silas's kind.
Yes.
So in my state of weakness, I decided to feed on live prey. Dylan was unfortunate enough to be that victim. I had no idea she was Aegis. I saw her alone within Purple Lotus, talking to people. No connections whatsoever. I watched her carefully, as I do, and made sure I wasn't going to piss anyone off. Unfortunately, she was a member of your community as well as his disciple.
I see. This certainly makes things more complicated, but...
She would be dead, Hybris, if she didn't spout the words Aegis. The last minute. I do not leave my prey alive. So I come to apologize to you and her. And Silas thought it prudent to take my hand.
Yes. I had initially
I've
hoped
known him.
to perhaps bring the both of you. Yes.
For a short while. He helped Chips in his time of need. If not for a short duration, I respected him for that. I had no conflict with Silas. However, he seems very venomous against not only me, but our kind. I'm not sure what happened between two. But, to be honest, he took it out on me, from my point of view. Now, a hand is nothing, as you can see. It's back, if not a little raw. But if Silas wishes me his enemy, then I will oblige.
I see, and I am certain we would prefer to avoid that.
Likewise.
As...
I am old, tired of making enemies.
Yes. As for the situation at hand, I had initially hoped to bring you and Dylan together to discuss whether or not she would like to press charges against you for what you did. And leave it at that, but now Silas has complicated things much further than they should have been. As it stands, he decided to enact justice where he was not permitted to do. I have invited him here to Speak. I will need to know if you
All
wish
right.
to press further charges against him for his actions.
Charges, no. However, Hybris, if he continues to instigate, I will kill him.
I see. I would hope to remove such consequences from the table, but I understand. If anything, I would perhaps like it if he simply left you alone. As you said yourself,
I share your
we
thoughts.
do not know what has happened between him and Chips, potentially, that has led to such hatred for your kind. But such hatred is not permitted within Aegis's walls. Had I known he harbored such ill will, I would have spoken with him sooner.
I will need to speak with you alone, and without a recording later.
If you would like to request as such, I will do so.
I'm not just here to record you. I'm here to make sure that she's comfortable and safe. My apologies if that's an annoyance.
Can this one be trusted?
Yes.
This is all your fault.
He is here more or less for my own emotional stability.
Very well. As long as what I say doesn't get out. Because it is dangerous information.
Hold on. If we're doing big information, let me make sure no one's hiding downstairs.
Thank you, SO. Go ahead.
And this whole ordeal with Silas, like I said, has gotten out of hand. Word has spread. He has been deemed, well, racist, dangerous, emotional. And people know about it, outside of here. I said nothing, nor would I. But there was a lot of witnesses. Word has spread to people who hate Aegis. And they're using this situation as fuel.
Yes.
I will not say their names, but they are within Purple Lotus.
I figured as much. It does not take much to evaluate such a situation.
I warn you this because you harbor someone dear to me. Even though I don't want her to be here. Her association with Aegis already puts her in danger. Normally I have you two organizations fight it out. No hair off my back. But you have Arbor. She is in danger because of this. I will not have her die again.
I understand.
That's your warning. Be careful of Purple Lotus. Not all of them, of course. They are your friends, family. But they cannot control themselves. Nor can you. Just be careful. Especially of Silas and what he does from now on. He may spark a war. Perhaps already has. Who knows?
As it stands, he will be at the very least put on probation for his actions. He will need to make amends and repair the damage that has been done. Whether or not further punishment is needed will have to be decided by yourself and how he decides to react to the situation. As it stands, he has nearly ruined months of work that I have put into not only securing this station and organization's place within the world, but also future developments.
You could hire me. Get rid of a little error within your organization. I'm joking. I know he's your friend. It would please me to kill him, though.
Yes, well...
Probably please a lot of people.
I would like to avoid loss of life in any situation. At the very least, if he is to answer for his crimes with such a punishment, it will be by jail.
Of course. As for Dylan, she is the victim. She may choose to do with me what she wants.
Certainly.
If you want, I can go get her.
Speak
Up to
with
her.
him. She
She
has
was
been watching
skittish.
over her.
Last time I saw her.
We're gonna be doing this specifically like this. I want you to keep at least 6 feet from her at all times, just to be cautious. Her state's still a little bit iffy. I saw her this morning and she was still jumpy. Talking to her was hard. So please, no quick motions. Everyone be slow. Everyone be calm and be patient if she does come. I know you're both adults, I know you're both smart. But we treat this delicately. If you do mean to truly apologize.
Very well.
Real good.
As a note, more towards your character than anything, I would hope that you would understand when I must state that this situation could have simply been avoided if you had simply asked for assistance.
Well, good job.
We would be more than happy to help you in such a situation. We understand your need to feed.
I will be blunt, Hybris. You do not understand. This curse that has ailed my kind for thousands of years, it drives us to hunt. It drives us to feast off the living. I have resisted and drank cold blood within my cellar for years. It gets to the point where it's unbearable. I do apologize, but
you are correct in saying that I do not understand, as I could never understand truly what you have had to go through. I myself am not a vampire and do not need to feed. But, as it stands, what I say still is true. Had you simply asked, I am certain we would have tried to find some means to assist you, as we do with anyone who calls for aid.
Hmm. Children, eh?
Perhaps by your standards, yes. But
I met
Dylan
her.
is not a child.
Not Dylan. Your little one.
Oh, Luna.
I met her the other day. If that's her name, yes. She was crouched right here. I thought her you for a second. New body or something.
Perhaps. I am unable to recall you ever meeting her in her current chassis. It is a more recent development of the past few months.
I think I recall meeting one of your children in... what's the word? A less humanoid form. Might have been her, might have not been. You
I
have
believe
4
it
now,
was her,
correct?
actually. Yes.
Do you have a reason?
A reason for what?
Having a family.
Why are you just sitting here?
Yes, actually. You see, given recent developments of my own,
Enjoy the vine.
I saw fit to distance myself from other artificial intelligence units. We are not the same anymore. A construct does not normally have a soul. Having others who understand you is beneficial, is it not?
Yes.
Yes. Well, as it stands, I am a part of my own race now, and my offspring as well.
I wish you luck. A family is a complicated thing.
It can be. It has provided many challenges thus far. I thank you for your kind words. If Dylan does not decide that she is ready to speak with you, at the very least I will try to see if she is wanting to press further charges, or if she feels that you have served your punishment already enough.
Alright. I'll stick around till then.
Thank you. I appreciate you for understanding. Yes, Ion?
Likewise, Hybris.
I actually wanted to talk to him on a separate, unrelated matter.
If Victor would like to speak with you, I see no reason to stop this. Hello, Hobbs. Did you need something?
I miss Hybris. Well, I don't know if I'm needed here. Kind of went home. The alleyway. Cardboard box was kind of trampled all over. So.
I see. Well, If you would a moment, Ion requested to speak with him privately.
Do you want us to wait in there for a couple minutes?
Perhaps yes, I may ask others to leave the trading room if there are any. Given the circumstances, using it as a private room may be necessary. As much as you need to stay here, I will try to accommodate for you.
I thought they were upstairs.
No.
No, I said, do you want us to go in there and wait?
If you would like to, yes.
Victor and Ion are in there.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, we're gonna wait somewhere else for you to come get us. Because they're having their talk. We're not gonna go in there during that.
If you would like to go ahead and take a step upstairs.
Sorry about that. Okay. Are you okay? You sure?
Yeah.
It's also kind of why I asked to come back to the room. Because I didn't have really anywhere else to stay. And you've been kind to me. I don't know how to repay you.
So I'm going to be completely honest with you.
I know that this weird doomsday thing's going on, and I don't know if I can be much help with it, but I'll pitch in where I can.
I would appreciate it. I'm certain we will need all the help that we can get. As far as repayment goes, though, please do not worry. This place is made to assist people such as yourself.
Okay.
We are here to help you.
Thank you.
I don't have anything against.
I'll let you take care of this, whatever it is.
It is certainly a situation that you would call as being more than what it should have been.
Excessive.
Perhaps, yes. I will.
God, your hair. Bleh.
Yes. Is going to leave you to sit if you wish.
I had my Joker on actually today.
Yeah, but the Joker's not gonna protect the rest of your body.
At both myself and at the situation.
Oh, jeez.
Trust me, I
Okay.
understand.
I'm not gonna do anything, I promise.
In lieu
I
of
would certainly hope not.
talking with Orin, what she's told me is that not just for you and just for her, but it seems that everyone who isn't human has been suffering some sort of racial hatred. Being attacked, personally attacked, being called monsters. And as someone whose fiancé considers themselves as such, it's hard for me to stand by and look at this with a blind eye. But I, in and of myself, can only do so much. So I say this in respect to you and respect for what you do, respect for who you are, because I don't judge you for what you are, but who you are. Please do better going.
Dylan is ready to speak with you now. If you would follow me.
You know, I swear you have to have met her before.
Ion, if you would inform Miss Oren that I will be available to speak with her soon. Thank you.
Understood.
Wow. Where to begin?
It is her decision. I await it.
Dylan, you have a choice to make based on what you have seen and experienced, as well as what has happened to you. Do you wish to press further charges against Victor?
No.
I see. I believe Victor has also asked to apologize to you in full.
I am sorry, Dylan, for everything, and everything this may cause in the future. Unfortunately. It won't happen again. And give that to her. If you need anything from me in any way, you can find me there.
I wanted to apologize as well about your hand. I didn't know that would happen.
Nor I. Color me surprised that I would find an old friend here. A little bit more venomous, but an old friend nonetheless. It was his choice, however.
If I had known what he was thinking, I would have left where I was hiding. I just thought that was sorry.
No need to apologize. I will say this. I have known Silas, if that's what he goes by now, for a time. He looked after a friend of mine for a while.
Is it there, or is it in here?
I was not his enemy in any way. In fact, I respected him for it.
Oh, okay.
Because I could not be there.
Shut up.
Let something happen between the two. Something to change his attitude towards my kind. And that's all well and good. But he is emotional, Dylan. This master of yours. And he is young.
I don't want to eavesdrop in their room.
And he could get certain people in trouble. You may tell him this. If he instigates further, I will kill him.
I'm not going in there.
Is that all you wish to show? Is that all you wish to say?
Yes.
See. Dylan, if there is nothing you wish to add, I understand that you are likely uncomfortable and wish to leave. I would suggest perhaps doing so now. Thank you for coming and speaking. Please get some rest. Thank you, Brim. Find it quite ironic. Silas's actions have nearly led to the destruction of 2 organizations, or groups of individuals I call family. Perhaps it is a sign. But if you wish to wait, I will try to hail Sci-Fi and get him to speak with you.
Is that wise?
If he
I
tries
have no
anything,
qualms with killing him here, in your home, Hybris.
I would certainly
If he
hope
says
that you would
anything.
reconsider.
If he does me any harm, Hybris, I will defend myself. With lethal action.
Certainly. However, I
I
don't
will let him
expect
make the
that.
first move. In respect for you.
Yes, well, if anything, I will be postured to defend you first, should it be necessary.
The mighty Hybris on my defense. I am honored.
As it stands, you are a guest here in my home. You are now free of your charges. And as I see it, we have no qualms with you. Silas, on the other hand, has committed a crime within my home by attacking you. He is the one who will have to answer.
I'll be around. I have a few people to talk to.
I see, if you do not mind my accompanying you. More for your safety than anything.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Sometimes I forget. Yeah, I still do. Yeah, I'm still made of iron.
Mini chunk.
It's just
Oh.
my. It's
Move
just
out of the way.
I'm simulating.
I believe
skin.
we're in the way.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Victor.
Hey, Victor.
And Dariel. I was
Used
told you
to?
wished to speak with me.
I do, but it's my turn next. You might want to clear your throat, though. Get some water.
Did you
I'll be
wish
back.
for Victor to be present?
I don't believe so.
I see. Well. If you are ready to speak.
Maybe.
Ethereal, if you would please accompany Silas. Or not Silas. Victor. I would like to make
Accompany
certain that
Victor?
he is kept safe.
Sure.
Yes. Thank
I'll
you.
double up on that.
Please do. Thank you.
We're with.
Oh yeah, Hybris. At some point, can I talk to you? It's nothing bad. I wouldn't mind talking to her.
That is good to
Alright.
know. If you would give me some time with Miss Oren.
Of
I
course.
have already promised her an audience.
I
You
know.
would follow me?
Enjoy your talks.
hopefully.
I would suggest trying to find Ion to add on to that.
Ion already had his talk with Victor.
If you would like to step closer, you may. So, where shall we begin?
I think we should begin with Ion being here, considering he was the opposing party to my issues. And it has been brought to my attention that you would be a good mediator in this.
Certainly. Would you like me to go and fetch him?
If you would please, or I can inform one of your agents.
I will go and collect him myself, if you would like to wait here.
I'll wait here.
Thank you.
This is raising my stress
I'm going
levels.
to warn you.
Oh.
They're arguing about the situation with the vampire.
Who is?
So you're caught up to speed.
I was. And Silas.
And the demon.
And
I
And
apologize,
also
I don't
Esso.
have your
I
names.
walked in on Esso and
It's
Silas having a
fine.
conversation about it.
Esso.
I see. Wow.
But the conversation
It
has
is a
been dropped from this
conversation
point
that should
forward.
be had in the open.
Perhaps.
Everybody
not in the
deserves the
doorway,
right
I
though.
to know.
require your presence, if you would follow me.
Understood. Yes, ma'am.
I don't know who, I think it's blonde guy, but I'm not entirely sure. He's screaming like this is supposed to be the shield, we're not.
I see. Well then, Miss Oren, if you would.
I want you to tell me what you wanted to tell me last night before I stormed off, and not let you finish. And I won't interrupt you or walk away.
What I wanted to talk to you about was regards to the post that you had made within the public forums. I believe you know my standpoint on the subject matter. But to give a much more detailed perspective as to why I feel the way that I do. On a personal note, my own fiance is involved in all of this. My fiance is a slime. One who has constant trouble viewing herself in a light that is not a monster. I have worked very hard with her to show her that I love her for who she is, not what she is. Because at the end of the day, what she is a plague slime that honestly eats humans as her favorite form of food. But I do not judge her for that. I love her regardless, because I know who she is on the inside. This is why I have chosen to marry her. Because she is good for me and I am good for her. But in lieu of recent events and what you have told us here in the public forums, I am scared for her future, and scared for her safety, and if at all possible, down the line, any future children that we may share. Because I do not want them to have to feel persecuted for what they are. I myself having faced persecution because I am a different skin tone from that of my own race. I know what persecution feels like. I know how deep it runs. I know it goes back generations and generations, and it takes time to fix it. But it can be so quickly and easily ignited. I want to find a way to fix what is broken. But I do not know how. And that's why I was going to ask you for your help, to try to find a way, come to a solution.
I lashed out because I have no idea. Because any action probably be viewed badly. That's what I'm scared of. Just like you were fear of the same thing for this place or any other place. I apologize for my behavior. Been dealing with a lot of stress, and it wasn't right of me to take it out on you. As someone I work closely with, and someone I view as an acquaintance. I have to go with that word.
I know.
I've been noticing that subtly, mind you, in some places, aside from here in the Purple Lotus, out in the streets, some of us are not getting you already know the details. And some of us are getting arrested now, and God knows where they're being taken to. Because we have an outburst, or something of an action is not accepted. And I've not been a very good diplomat. But I can work on it. Which you have Fable to thank, because otherwise I would have gone overboard. He's actually been pretty good. And it's not just me trying to praise who he is, because what he is to me. I'm trying to generally compliment someone that works alongside you now. I do have respect for you, Miss Hybris. That's probably it, I'll be honest with you. And besides, I worked closely with you two the most, so forgive me if my circle's not big enough. I trust your guidance and your words the most out of everyone here. And I will say this. I am sorry for speaking out in the public as I did. But I don't think there's a way to fix it. But there could be ways to work on hopefully making sure it doesn't repeat itself. And I will help you. If you want it. I'm not going to push it, but it's an offer.
bunch of us are
I didn't know
going
about
to the garden to just,
your fiance story helped open my eyes a bit. It was pretty much the last straw, though, this past event. I really don't have a personal care for either party. Now, forgive me if that sounds rude. As you clearly see, I barely know the man. He just apparently knows my family, which is suspicious. Of course, I'm going to lash out at someone. But I viewed it as another of those actions we've been seeing ever since the church was around, which has caused me stress. I will say both parties are at fault, though, from a neutral standpoint. He is a grown being. He should have known better. Same with the other one, but, you know, as we can see today, everybody has their mistakes, and they will learn from it. Whether they are given punishment or they give punishment to themselves.
I will say, one of my teachers growing up taught me that the best way to fight against something like racial prejudice isn't to raise hands, but to raise awareness. The best way for us to go forward is for us to educate and teach those who do not know or those who are not wise enough to look through a different light, through a different type of lens. Those who have been brought up blinded by past and prior educations. People have ways of thinking that are continuously perpetuated by those who come before them. And it causes a domino effect for generations to come, unless someone interrupts the chain and brings in an outlier that can cause and create a new path. So, in doing this, yes, wholeheartedly, I need your help. There's no way that I could do this without you. Without you, as you know, I spoke to you a while back regarding equality for those who are machines, artificial intelligences, robots, because the law
Synthetic
does
life
not see you
forms.
as equal.
Yes.
And you were aware of the promise I told you that I would make, in taking strides to make sure that that changed. That is already in effect. But, like you said, and like I've said, it takes time. It is not an overnight thing. It's not an overnight process. So going forward, between the three of us, if we can find a way to change people's perceptions, and we can find a way to shed some light on an erroneous past for a brighter future, as nice as those words are, I want to do so with every fiber of my.
I have not always been a good person. But since he wanted to be a hero, I want his future to be better than what my life was. And I see that I need to be better so he can be better. I will help you in this. I am a little bit confused. I thought AIs were praised here, actually. Is that not the case?
Here, perhaps. As it would be. I have already had to answer to multiple people today who I guarantee, if things do not improve, they may see fit to shut me down. And by this I mean disassemble and remove me. There is a lot at stake.
He said, don't get angry. Okay. That is... Okay. There are two things, then, that I would like to ask for help. One, that you help Fable when I'm gone. I'll be gone eventually. Two, I really want to see other... Regarding the extended family that we were talking about, I want some help in that. Knowing that there's someone out there like me that's not my brother or my sister, it would be really nice. And I want to... I selfishly want to find them, and I selfishly want kind of want their friends. I'm not sure about that one, but what's his name with the white hair? His sister? Seemed pretty nice.
I think you mean Curry and Saya.
Yeah, forgive me on the names. I'm not very good at... And... I'm not very good with social stuff, but your sister? I think she's your sister, or you call her that.
I have several sisters.
Forgive me, the pink one. Does that narrow it down?
You mean... wait. You mean Arbor?
Yeah, that one. She was actually the one to tell me things when nobody did. It actually gave me hope that there was... that there's someone out there like me that's probably going through the same thing like me. Like, I'm out here instead of at home. They could be out there and we can go get them and bring them back, and I can get to know them and learn and how to be out here, how they survived. And then that's the selfish want, though. I don't need to have it, but...
Then we'll work hard, hand in hand, and we'll get to that end goal together.
It's just... I
Yes,
don't want
Grin?
people to be scared of me or anything.
Just coming to check on you.
Thank you.
I'm working on my image. Let's put it that way. So I could be more approachable. Or some.
Well,
Anyway, is there anything else?
that and the offer still stands to help you with training.
I know. I think I need to work on my mental stability. I'm not.
Don't you think that
So.
comes with training?
Probably.
Just let me
Right, anything else? Yeah. Aside from that, anything else?
know. Good to go. That's it.
Hybris, do you have anything you want to say?
I suppose it goes without saying that whatever we can do to help you, we will try to accommodate and provide assistance wherever we are able to.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I will help out in return.
Yes.
Thank you for speaking with me, and
Of course. And thank you for continuing to allow us to call your son, one of our agents. He has been amazing to work with. He has grown quite a lot.
Literally.
I
know
I was about to say that.
Literally, as well as
I know.
emotionally and in regards to his maturity.
if he does anything to your disliking, please let me know. Because I am still learning as a parent to make sure he
stays out of
I'm trying to
trouble.
be there for him more.
I
Yeah.
will warn him
I mean,
that if he gets out of line, he will have to answer to his mother.
yes. You have complete permission to discipline him, though, of course. Because sometimes I won't know what the hell to do. To be
There
honest,
are, of
but
course, situations where we will need to provide discipline to our agents, but thankfully, thus
Good.
far, most of those situations have been far and few between.
he tends to overthink a lot of things. So,
That's my
that's
fault.
a warning. I will. Thank you.
Perhaps we could work on that.
You spent
I
enough
just don't want
time
him
around.
to overthink in a crucial moment that he is not supposed to. Does that make sense? Like less
I'm
thinking,
working with
more
it on it.
action, or quick thinking. You know what I
I'm
mean.
working on it. Yes, but
Thank you.
also,
I believe I will need to speak with Silas next.
I'm sorry for the way that I acted as well.
Of course. We should clear room. Yes.
If you would not mind,
Yes,
I
Hybris
am
is a
about
busy woman.
to have a very interesting conversation with someone who has broken our rules here.
Understood.
Oblivious.
Yes?
Do you want me to be here for this?
If you would, please. Should things get out of hand, please remind me to think objectively. My emotions do not belong in this situation.
If you'd like to take another minute to prepare yourself, I can go get him and bring him if you want.
He's in the garden. Yeah.
If you would.
I'll be back.
I am sorry for not replying to your messages. I have been busy answering to many people today.
I know. And honestly, I don't blame you for not replying.
Oh.
Considering the weight of the topic.
Sorry, bad habit.
Yes.
I will do my best to not speak, if you will allow me to.
If you would be on standby, I would appreciate it. If anything, I am concerned for Victor's safety here. He has already promised me that he will make no attempts to try anything. However, I do not know the same of Silas.
Understood.
I intend to have them talk.
Okay then.
I will go and collect Victor when the time is ready, or perhaps if you would. I would like to speak with Silas first. He needs to understand what he has done wrong before I have him speak with Victor.
Would you like me here for that talk, or would you like me to go wait with Victor?
Perhaps wait with Victor. If you would not mind, I will message you.
Understood.
Keep an eye on the chat room.
Understood.
I view it as home. But then again, it's funny because I could actually go places, isn't it? I mean, it was quite awkward waking up to seeing a corpse, but...
So at long last the hangman calls for me. I trust your conversation with Victor has been enlightening.
To a degree, yes. He has explained his side of what happened. Perhaps you would be
I'm good.
willing to share
Have
yours.
a seat and let's talk like family.
If you wish.
Much of this I've said to the others already, but I will repeat it. I have chosen my words carefully. I make no intention to mask the fact that what I did was impulsive, not the best form of justice. But I refuse to apologize for it. For an organization that claims to be a shield, I would not let fear walk among its halls. You heard it from his own account as he spoke it to you. Were it not for Dylan's affiliations to Aegis, he spent his time premeditating, following her, stalking his prey. And were it not for a last-minute cry of affiliation, she would have died. Any other person who was not affiliated with us would have died. What then says the shield?
I have spoken with him on this, and he understands now that, given his circumstances, his need to feed, we are willing to provide assistance where we can with this issue. We are not heartless.
I have known many of their kind. Those with keen minds have developed civil ways to get what they need without preying upon the innocent.
Yes.
Even if he was in an act of desperation, I'm sure that had he gone inside the Purple Lotus and asked for assistance, they would have helped him. He decided to act maliciously.
Other accounts say otherwise. While I understand your frustration at the situation, I appreciate that you recognize the impulsiveness of your behavior, and I hope that you do understand the influx of problems that it has caused.
Too often, in my mind, Hybris, our shield grows soft, and those who act with malicious intent are allowed to walk free through these halls and out of them by nothing but the merit of their word. And I cannot accept the word of a man who assaults another, of a man who would have murdered another.
I see. Then the same will be applied to you. You
I
have
expect
committed
no
a
better
crime
treatment.
here within my home. I have been very clear in the past, and I will speak it again. Harm is not to come to anyone who is a guest here, whether they are a criminal or not. It is not our place to enact justice upon others. We are there to protect.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
At what point does the shield end?
Well, as it would turn out, I have been in talks with the Federation for the past several months, trying to better secure our shield. What you did the other night may have set me back months. Unfortunately, gaining trust in us has been difficult. People make mistakes. But
People are human. And what Victor did was not a mistake.
yes, and he has served punishment for it.
I fear that, were I not to take action, he would have merely been able to get off with nothing but words.
And that would have been Dylan's choice to make. It was not yours. Whether she chose to pursue further charges was Dylan's choice to make, and while I understand you have seen yourself as a mentor and father figure to her, such behavior is inexcusable. I understand you care for her, but simply enacting justice as you see fit.
Care about our family, Hybris. I would
As
not
do
let
I.
fear walk among our halls. And for an organization that claims to be the shield of a universe, it seems too often that our protection ends to the innocent when they leave this cathedral.
I am saddened that you feel as such.
If another person would have been attacked by Victor and would have lost their life, what then would Aegis do?
We would help those that are able to deal out justice to him. They would likely ask that we capture him, and we would do as such. As I said before, it is
If
not
he
our
had
place
attempted to evade punishment for his crimes, we likely would have had to send people to hunt him down. This likely would have resulted in the loss of his life.
Perhaps
A hand is nothing to people of his kind, but it does send a message. Dylan did not want to give her blood, but it was taken from her, and it inflicted pain. He offered me a finger. He did not want to lose his hand, but I took it from him, and it inflicted pain. Both pains will heal in time.
again,
The
I will
judgment is
remind
fair in
you
my mind.
are not in a position to dole out justice as you see fit.
I doubt that you would have.
It is not my place to do as such. However,
I do not sympathize with those who attempt to justify murder.
you claim that I sympathize with such behavior? You believe that I think that it is just to allow murderers? Perhaps you really have forgotten who I am.
I think you will do what is lawful rather than what you think is just.
I will see that justice is carried out in a lawful manner. I am trying to walk the thin line of what is good and what is just. Silas.
I make no apologies for my actions. If you see to take action against me, then I will abide by it. Because I respect you. Because I once called you family.
And I appreciate that. However, given the circumstances,
One thing I will not allow is for you to think of me as a man who would let bloodthirst get the better of him. I am not a murderer. Not anymore.
I see. Well, as it stands, you have committed a crime with my home and you will have to pay for this.
I acknowledge that.
As for your activities here within Aegis, you will be put on probation. I would ordinarily fire someone in this situation. However, given recent events, I unfortunately need you. That being said, there will be a few adjustments to your permissions here. Firstly, you will be reduced to the status of a recruit. You must request to enter my home just as any other person will. Secondly, unless otherwise given permission by myself specifically, you are not to perform magic here within these halls, outside of the training room, and only within a capacity that is meant to help train or better others. Further
I acknowledge these terms.
And this is likely where you will find issue. I intend for you to make a public statement renouncing what you did, as it goes against our values here within Aegis. Any further punishments will be decided by Victor as to whether or not he decides he would like to press charges for what you have done. Do you accept this?
I have a feeling you let the other guy off way too lightly.
I did not let him off. Dylan did. As I
No
said
doubt the
before,
environment that you've created pressured her into making that choice. As well as the trauma that Victor inflicted on her. We cannot always trust the victims to be judges.
as it stands, it was her choice to make. I tried to give her time to recover. However, unfortunately, due to your actions, you made this impossible, as I can no longer wait further.
The action that made this impossible was allowing the victim, the perpetrator of an assault against one of our agents, entrance into this cathedral before judgment had been passed. That was the error.
That was... And that was my error to make.
Normally, in cases of violence, charges are levied by the lawmakers, regardless of the victim's intent.
Yes, and unfortunately, I am not that lawmaker.
You are here.
Yes, but unfortunately she was not attacked within my home. Again, it was not my choice to make. If anything, I agree with you. the punishment he has faced does not befit the crime. However, as I have stated multiple times, it is not my place to deal out justice as I see fit. I will ask again, do you accept these conditions?
I will accept the first 2 terms, but I will not rescind my actions. For even now I believe them to be just.
I see. If that is the case, then I will be forced to denounce you. Your actions go against what we stand for here within Aegis.
You stand with murderers.
Hey, girls. You okay? Oh, what's going on? Hey, what's up? Hey, whoa, what happened?
It is as I feared. Silas does not recognize what he has done as wrong.
So, what happened?
Oh my god.
Silas has rejected the terms that I have set forth, and unfortunately he will no longer be able to work with us if he chooses this path. And unfortunately, I may be forced to denounce him, as he sees that his actions were just.
More important thing to do. Important here is
Did all you could. You did. You can't still talk to okay. You did a brilliant job. We got the best outcome we could have gotten. But at least we got one that we can work with.
Is it? We will need him.
Honey, we need to try to look at this positively. Today is not a good day for a lot of us.
I will need to speak with Victor and see if he wishes to press charges in its finality, as he has that right, despite his own actions. Silas chooses to ignore this. And if Silas decides to reject these charges, then I will be forced to deal justice myself in ways that I hope that I do not.
But let me take you away from here.
No. No. There is still work to be done.
Honey, there's enough work being done today. Enough.
I must speak with Victor one last time afterwards. I will need to recuperate for a bit. I will need to recuperate for a bit. I am sorry, but I will need to slow down for a bit, which means I will need to exit my chassis.
You don't need to apologize for having to recover. I
am scared. If this ends poorly.
Honey.
They are asking questions again. Calling into question as to whether or not I can be trusted with so much power. Whether or not what I am doing is right. Whether I can be trusted to do what is right. If the worst comes, would you at least promise me something?
Of course.
Please take care of the children. They will need guidance.
Grab your chin. Look at me.
One of the few people I trust with such a task.
Honey, don't talk this way. Do not talk this way. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare make me think of a world where you don't exist in it. Don't you do that to me. Don't.
I'm sorry, please.
Honey. We are going to make it through this. And if anything, you're not the only one scared about his time.
What?
Azrael. I wanted to wait at least a little bit longer. We've recovered a bit. As I said, the stone was temporary. temp fix. I'm a demon who protects people, and I'm a void demon who refuses to do any kind of consumption or destruction. I'm kind of, in a sense, killing myself. I thought this was just me overworking myself, but he took off my glove and my hand was... It hurt to touch things without my glove on. My markings have gotten more tender, to say the least. And I've been having to charge my leg 3 times a day. I guess I've been draining it a bit too fast.
What can we do?
I have 2 options. I either be what I am, or I keep fighting it.
I see.
I wanted to wait and talk about this when you weren't like this, but I'm scared.
You need to feed.
It's not just that. I'm a demon, honey.
I keep doing this. Oh my god. We keep. Okay, thank God. Each time it happens, why? Oh my god.
If you need to feed, please tell me.
No, I'm going against my nature on both ends. I'm supposed to be a bad person. I'm supposed to hurt people. I'm supposed to kill people. I'm of the void. I should be consuming magic. I should be destroying it where I see it. Yet I am dating.
One door.
I am in love with
I don't know. I asked
the most magical woman I know, because you make my life so much better than I ever would want it to be. Give it meaning.
And let me help you, please. In any way.
Honey, I don't know if you can. I don't know if I even can. Yeah, you got this case. I'll be with you after.
Thank you. Ion, thank you as well. Victor, if you would. I have spoken with Silas. He has
From this point forward,
denied
best interest,
the
so
terms
she
that
doesn't head downstairs,
I have set for him
make sure,
as far as his punishment here
Mhm.
goes,
Will
but
do.
I will ask one final time, do you wish to press charges?
No.
I see. Well, thank you. Silas has left, so I do not believe I will be able to have you speak with him. He understands what has happened, but refuses to apologize for it.
Unfortunate. I do want an assurance, however, Hybris.
Yes.
that I will not be hunted by Aegis.
Not by Aegis. It is out of the question.
Let us hope he is not as foolish as we think he is. I will try my best to avoid conflict if I do happen this path. But that man has worsened the last time I saw it.
Yes.
I'm not sure if his hatred will prevail over his logic.
Irregardless, his hatred has no place here. Thank you for coming and speaking your part.
You're welcome. Thank you for being understanding. And thank you for keeping her safe. May you continue to do so.
I will. Not only for you, but I have made a promise to her father. Take care.
Goodbye.
Oh. Could have gone a lot worse.
Certainly, but it also could have gone significantly better. As it stands, Silas refuses to apologize for his actions and denounce what he did. So unfortunately, we are forced to denounce him and what he did.
So am I to understand that he has been removed of his rank from the agency?
It will be so.
Understood. And in regards to his request for assistance from the Beastlands,
We will have to handle the situation ourselves. If he wishes to inform us of incidents or any information, we will continue to accept it. However, he will have no place in working with our agents. Hatred of such kind it has no place here.
read. I do have one question, though.
Yes.
Michelle brought up something interesting to me, and I wanted
is
to make
that?
sure, see if you heard. She said, while she was in the hallway, she was walking past, and she spotted Victor trying to get into Dylan's room, explicitly asking if the doors were locked. She of course confirmed this information, and then attempted to take a photo of the situation, and also had a written account penned for herself. She gave me a copy, and she says she is also a copy here, to be perused at your discretion.
I see, yes. If he had wanted to cause her harm further, he had opportunity to do so. I doubt this behavior was malicious, however, should...
Still begs the question, what were you doing?
Precisely. The next time I see him, I will try to speak with him on this.
Of course.
Thank you for informing me, and If you would, perhaps, keep an ear out for him. I would like to make certain that Silas does not try to do something stupid.
I'll ask this because it's very important that I do so. In the event that Silas does try something, am I authorized to take action against him in the event?
Yes. As it stands, Victor is free of his charges. We are not the ones to deal justice. Should he need protection from someone who is trying to cause him harm, and vice versa, you have authority to take action. We are peacekeepers.
Duly noted.
Thank you.
Thank you. And in light of everything that's gone on today, Hybris. Nice one.
Take care. I will be retiring for the evening. If you would please let Reminesso know for me, I would appreciate this.
I will.
Well, Kitsune he's reversed.
Reverse Kitsune. Interesting.
Yep. Every life that he has lost, he loses a tail for it. And he's down to his last life.
Gotcha.
Howdy.
Hey, you. You good?
Howdy.
Hello.
You look drained. Oh my lord.
She sounds drained. I know she
Face
was.
floor.
I know you were dreading having to come on and do stuff because it was going to be so draining.
Judge Hybris. Exhausting, huh?
She's not even judge. That's like the thing she keeps repeating and people don't listen. I am not the dealer of justice. I am a keeper of the peace.
I'm just sitting here.
Bro, I'm just trying to vibe. Why else come in
Literally.
here with this shit?
But now because of silence,
Turn to look at me.
I told you this in character, but his actions may lead to the destruction of 2 peacekeeping groups.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Silas is doing. Makes for good RP, though.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's right. I was supposed to talk with Apollo. Alright, I gotta head back in.
Oof.
Howdy. Alright. Okay.
spear curve? Spear curve, yeah, for the shield. Which is meant for a spear. It's meant to be shield and spear, but the problem is I'm shield and chains, so it's very strange and different.
Miss Hybris?
I was mainly
You got
just.
pointy
Miss Evans.
ears.
Sanders.
Hello. I was just mainly pointing out how he's stealing my thunder. White hair, fluffy coats, has a shield.
Apparently I'm the
working out.
vegan option. I'm all natural comparisons to him.
Oh, I made some really good bread and I made some pizza if you'd like some.
That is fine, but thank
Bread
you.
is divine.
Apollo, you wanted to speak. If you would come with me.
Shall we do it at your terminal?
I would appreciate it if that were the case.
Okay. Like I said, it's thankfully nothing bad or controversial. It's just to do with a training regime, actually.
Oh, wow. I am certain that will be needed, given recent events.
I've already talked to Ion about it, and he's given his approval. It's just that he said go to you.
Unfortunately, not at the moment.
Kata, Elise, was there something you needed?
Given the atmosphere at the moment, I'm not entirely sure if I should add to it. But if you
There's an atmosphere
have a moment later and you want to add to it, then I have some news about usual topics.
Of course, if you would come with myself and Apollo.
Understood.
Oh, yeah, the shiny room, yes.
Oh boy.
Cool place. Doing the thing in the garden.
Well then, Apollo,
Shall-
you would.
Of course. Essentially, I've been able to get the training facility that I mentioned before back up to full operation. And I found out that there are certain obstacle courses to be completed, such as a team building one concerning a rock climbing situation. And I believe that it would be a good idea for the new recruits and some of the old members to partake in this.
I would agree. Ah.
Just have to get a time set up and we can quite easily do it.
Of course. Given that this is your facility, would you be willing to take charge in this?
Of course.
Of course. Well, if that is the case, then I trust you with this. Is that all?
Yes, that's all.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
You have the stage now.
I wish my topic were a little bit more positive, following up after that. But I have come back with a bit of a update regarding Evo. We found another fragment, although the method of which it was obtained was a bit more eventful than last time. There was a bit of an incident at the manor that I told you about. Seems that one of the suits of armor in there came alive and actually attacked me and my companion. And we woke up in a castle, being guarded by that very same armor. I don't even know what was going on with it. But just like before, everything in there seemed to be corrupted, breaking down, almost fading out of reality. And I came back with one of the fragments. But I have a question. The one that I left with you, has there been anything weird that happens around it to things that have been exposed to its vicinity for long?
There have been occasional anomalies, yes. I have been careful to not apply power to it. It appears to contain very complex code. That code is dangerous, and thus I've had to keep it mostly
I've-
quarantined within a separate facility.
I've noticed that. I think the more I looked into this incident and the more I chased down answers, I'm becoming a bit more intertwined with this than I expected. Have you seen any of the objects that have been affected in the past? Those that have been most directly impacted, how they looked to be cracked and just almost like they're not completely there?
I have had zero direct contact, as I believe it is dangerous for me to do so.
That's probably wise. Because while I was investigating there, I hope it was just a trick my own eyes were playing on me, but the more I was staying in the vicinity of those objects, I swear I saw those same things starting to form on me. I don't know what's been happening, but it feels like the longer I've looked into it, the more I wasn't completely there. But that's not the only problem. When I went back to the base where everyone else has been helping with this, has been collaborating and compiling their data, it seems that those different groups I spoke of before have finally started coming to blows, and they are quarreling amongst each other, and they are about to. They have taken actions direct against each other, violence, trying to sabotage each other's work, and they're almost about to form a weapon that could make everything a lot worse. And I feel like, despite the problems, if something really is happening, that I still need to take care of it, but I don't know, should I be doing this on my own anymore? Should I be bringing anyone else with me? Just
Given
in
the
case.
circumstances, I believe it would be wise for you to have someone accompany you.
Do you have
If
any
you are
recommendations?
concerned, we have a number of agents here that are more than capable. However, I would need to take a better assessment of the situation to provide you proper feedback on this.
I understand.
As for your exposure, I would suggest that you limit further contact with these crystals if they are potentially the cause of this. We will want to investigate this further. I would suggest a full medical diagnostics.
Then what should I do with the ones that I have? I have the other 3, you have 1. It appears to be all of them at the moment.
Contain and quarantine them as best you can. If you need
What
assistance,
method did you use for the first one?
I had to place it within a secure facility, away from here. Given the nature of it and its ability to assimilate, it is important to make certain that it does not come into direct contact with things it could make use of.
I see.
Meaning that
I'll
most
do my
technical equipment will be dangerous to use on it.
I'll do my best to find something that is appropriate for it. In the meantime, once the final actions have been prepped, I think things will be moving much too quickly, so if there is anyone that can assist with this, I'll probably need to get them up to speed before that happens, so that action can be rapid.
Understood. I will, as I said, try to analyze the situation further to see who would be good to assign to assist you. Please
That's what I was thinking.
stay safe.
I will do my best. I promise you that. That's all I have.
Thank you.
I hope this hasn't added to the stress of everything else I imagine has been going on. I've
I will
heard
manage.
bits and pieces, although I don't know the full details. Well then, if you leave, I'll get to getting these put somewhere away from me.
It would be wise. As I said, take care.
You too.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, jeez. What happened to her?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No, give us a minute, please.
My apologies.
You're good.
I'm just on here on behalf of Mr. Silent. When you're done, I will approach again.
I'm probably doing the same thing you were going to do. I'm probably already taking care of what you were going to do.
He's... You about to talk to him, or...
No,
him?
just give me a minute.
Sorry. Of course.
What's going on?
Hold off on anything official, like doing anything
I don't know
regarding
how much
him.
longer I can wait. If I wait any longer,
I think I got through to him.
you spoke further with him?
I think he understands.
I hope so. I hated saying that to him.
I know. I don't completely disagree with his actions. Obviously, I have concerns, and I wouldn't have gone about it the same way.
Of course.
But
I do not exactly disagree with his actions either. I understand exactly why he did them, but it is not.
I used his own words against him. He said he refuses to let fear walk these halls. And I asked him what happens when his actions cause everyone else to fear us. I think that's what got through to him.
See, well, I will do my best to hold off and assuage those who have been pestering me for answers.
I think he needs a little time to think and also probably prepare what exactly he wants to say.
See. Well, thank you.
I also have one. I'm gonna talk to Dylan again in private because I don't think it was fair to ask her whether she wanted to press charges in front of Victor. I don't think it's possible to get an honest, true answer from her about how she actually feels standing in front of that. It would have been better to wait and talk to her in private.
Perhaps you are right. I wanted to give her more time. She deserved it.
I know. And I think Sakurai understands now that what he did didn't do anything to help Dylan through what she was going through.
No, if anything, I fear it made things worse.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. Anyway, do you know where Esso is?
Not at the moment, no.
Do you have any other important pressing matters to tend to tonight?
Well, I believe Kata wanted to say something, but we will see if it is the same as what you did.
Maybe. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Kata? Okay, I guess he left.
Before we go any further, can I ask you something?
What is it?
This is a fear that has hung on me today. And I will ask you the same thing that I've asked Esso. They are asking questions again as to whether or not I can be trusted, whether I'm fit to operate as I do.
Who's they?
The public eye. If enough pressure is placed upon other groups, they may seek to see to it that I am.
That's not going to happen.
But if it does, I need to know. Will you take care of the children, please? You are one of the few people I trust.
That's not even a question, of course. It's not going to come to that, but
I understand, but I must be certain. Not only for my sake, but for theirs. If it comes to this, I will have to work quickly to prepare them. They will have to learn to operate without me in that situation. And while I hope that it will never happen, I must be prepared. And please do not tell them I have said this.
if it comes to that, I don't expect you to go quietly.
I will do what I can, but I operate within what is good and what is lawful. And if what is seen as lawful is that I am even temporarily stopped,
That doesn't mean it's good, though. I meant to interject during that talk, but I decided to wait and tell him afterwards, but the shield ends when the sword begins. You need to protect yourself. Just as much as you need to protect everyone else. If it comes to that...
Not helping.
If it comes to that, you don't sit by. You run. You get out. You go as far away as possible. Do you understand?
I understand, but I do not know if...
I don't want to hear anything else.
Rim, I cannot simply...
I believe you can. You just don't want to. You have the knowledge, you have the means. I'm not going to sit there and see you dismantled. I won't do it. Even if it's for me, if not for your own safety, I need you to get out of here. I know I'm putting a lot of stress and pressure on you, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that.
It is
I just-
fine. I just am having conflicting instructions, many things. I have always operated by what is lawful and what is good. And if what is seen as lawful is that.
But what if what's lawful and what's good are not the same thing?
They rarely are.
It's far too true.
If what is lawful is not good, then what is lawful must be changed to align with what is good. Unfortunately, it is not there yet. And if it requires me to wait for such a day, I will do so. If anything, perhaps it will teach people. It would not be the first time someone has had to suffer for people to finally see that they should be treated as equals.
I don't want to see you martyr yourself, though.
Neither do I, but again, if what is lawful is not good, it must be changed to align. Oh. Andraste.
Yeah.
Am I interrupting something? Sorry, I was just walking by.
No, it is fine.
Oh, we're fine.
I actually have some. I might have some news.
Oh?
Yes, regarding. I know it's kind of sensitive, but I did try to commune with Yggdrasil to ask for advice and seeing if they could see anything that we can't on the thing that we talked about.
I see.
You know,
What did the Great Tree have to say?
I'll let guys have this conversation.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything yet. I said my plea, and I'm waiting to hear something back. I'm just a little nervous about it. I'm really nervous about the whole thing in general, but I listened to what Silas did say, relaying the information in the garden the other night. After he was done, I went to commune, and I'm waiting for the answer now. But I will come back and I will give you the answer as soon as I know.
Of course. I thank you for this. Perhaps finally some good news.
I'm a little nervous, and if you remember last time, it asked me to keep the demon chained. So I'm hoping that I'm still not in trouble because of that. But we'll see. hopefully the past stuff is in the past.
That is a good point.
But yes,
please be
I will-
cautious, but please
I
let
will,
me know as soon as you have any news on this.
Of course, you'd be the first to know, actually. Other than that, I'm hoping it also grants me some wisdom and guidance for you all.
It would be greatly
feeling-
appreciated.
Of course. I hope that eases your mind a bit. At least
It is
that's
probably
all
the
I can do
best
to
news
help.
I have received all day. Thank you. It is good to see you again. Although, I must admit, you appeared taller than the last I had profiled.
I have been feeling aches and pains. Wonder if that's part of it, but hopefully I stop growing. I don't want to be that big, you know. But yeah, my clothes weren't fitting. I thought Hi, brother. Oh.
I will leave you to this. I don't
Of
think
course,
there was
but,
anything left to our conversation.
No, that was it.
Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.
You as well. I forgot.
How many times are you going to count?
Here, I speak Ion.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, let's go have some bread and chocolate. Some chocolate.
I thought you'd already gone to sleep.
I had a few people that needed to speak with me last minute. Apollo has finished refurbishing the training facilities that he had found. He will be taking charge of this. It is
That's good.
perhaps good timing. Andraste
Definitely.
has been attempting to commune with Yggdrasil.
Really?
Yes, she is asking it for guidance on our behalf. It has done so before and offered gifts, but often at a cost. More often than not, favors. Unfortunately,
Understandable.
the tree itself does not have much agency over what goes on in the world.
That's unfortunate.
It is a tree.
But still.
I'm heading out for the night. You two have a good one.
You too, buddy. Take care.
You too.
I gotta
Take
go.
care.
Please have a good night.
I'm here too.
Yeah, I gotta go check on Nano. Saya's somewhere hiding here.
She's in
Pretty sure.
Have you seen Nano?
She
Nano?
was here, but she started feeling really sick, so she went home. So I'm gonna go check on her. She said she'd want to reschedule seeing you.
I will gladly do so. I will speak with her on this.
Yeah. She said she really was wanting to talk to you, but her head's starting really throbbing, so she decided to head home for the night.
I
So
hope she is not getting sick. Well,
I hope not too. That's why I'm gonna go check on her to make sure. But again,
Right.
you know what? No,
Huh?
she'll yell at me if I don't. I better go say. Oh, there she is. Hi.
Hi.
I am heading home
Kata,
because it is
was-
getting late, and I gotta check on Nana because I think she's
you had
getting
wanted
sick.
to speak.
Oh dear.
Yes, Miss
Right.
Hybris.
Be careful.
Silas wanted to see you in the garden.
Is he still here?
Have a good one.
Foresty place. I'm not sure.
Oh
That
wait,
was some
I
time
kissed you on
ago.
the forehead. Never mind.
Well, we'll go and check if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
I will go myself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hybris, there are 2 people in the training room. They're only 2 recruits. They're using hard light weapons. And if you need, I will stay in there and watch them.
If you would keep an eye on them, I would appreciate it. Perhaps you could help them.
Easier said than done. These
Hey, Saya.
recruits.
Yes. You've done good work and proud of you.
Still have a lot to learn, though.
Go get in there and learn it.
Thank you. I'll try my best. That's all I can do.
I'll go in here too.
Howdy.
I apologize to I was specifically asked to see if I could talk to Silas in the garden. I wouldn't have interrupted.
Yeah, he grabbed Kata to come in and do the same. She'll be there in a sec.
Yeah, I was just doing as I asked.
You're
Sorry.
good.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I will be back, hopefully soon.
Honey. I'm gonna go on a bit of a trip.
Where to?
I need to find answers.
Answers to what?
I was given... Ezreal gave me nothing but ultimatums. Gave me no options other than his choices.
He is prone to that.
I have to find something else. There has to be. There has to be some other option than... The second I give up hope is the second that I lose. So I have to go. I have to find something. I just want you to know, from the bottom of my heart, I love you. I love your eyes. I love the way you smile. I love the way you fight. I love the way you talk. I love being with you. I love seeing you. Taking care of you. I love watching you come back into the room and just flop onto the bed because of how irritated and tired you are of the day. I don't know what my life would be like without you. I don't want to ever think of a second of a day without seeing you standing there. With Luna, with Jaden, all of them. So I swear to you, I am going to go. I am going to fix this. And when I come back home, I'm going to ask you a question. And I don't care if it's too soon or if things are troublesome. I will show you that you are the greatest woman that I have ever known. And we are going to fix this together.
Please, be safe. I can't. I can't operate without you.
Then how about we both promise each other something? I will fight every day to come home to you, as long as you do the same.
I will. I am scared. What? What I might be expected to abide with. If
I am too.
I will fight for my freedom. I was just made to promise.
You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. Esso, come talk to me in a minute, please.
I had just promised her the same. I will try to fight for my freedom, but
the second you fall, the moment you falter, I swear I'll get you. I swear on whatever I have to, I will get you. Don't know how long I'll be, but I promise I'll come home to you. I love you so much.
I love you too. Please be careful. If something happens, call.
I don't know how the reception is in the morning, but yeah, alright. I'll do my best.
I must go, as I believe you do as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go and talk with Brim before you go.
What was it, honey?
Go and talk with Brim before you go. I must speak with Silas.
the trumpets rang. The world is grey, the mountains cold. The Vale's fire is ashen cold. No harp is rung, no summer falls. The darkness dwells in Durin's halls. A shadow lies upon his tomb, in Moria, in Khazad-dûm. But still the sunken stars appear, in Brock and windless Mirrormere. There lies his crowned in waters deep, till Durin wakes again from sleep.
Oh wow. That was something. I don't think I've ever heard a thing before.
You pick up a lot of tales on the road. No idea if it's true or not.
Maybe.
Tale of an old dwarven king done in by his own hubris.
This might sound strange, but I that's one of the things that I kind of howdy.
Howdy.
I will get out of here if you want me to.
If you would. Only a moment.
Yeah. I got a root beer and some pizza with my name on it. See you later.
Rochelle, if you see a tub of cookies and cream out there, that is mine.
Oh no, I have 2 tubs left. So,
You know, people's getting me a tub. That one's mine.
You can stay or leave, Dylan. If you intend to be my apprentice, then maybe it's best you observe my failing.
May I sit here?
Yes. Permission to speak off the record?
All data I record will be kept classified.
I've been gone for a long time.
Yes, you have. And we missed you.
It wasn't a choice to come back, it was circumstance. Need demanded that I become the Archmage, that I bear these runes, and that I continue to exert will on the world. Thought I knew. I thought I knew what my own ideals were. Now I'm starting to think that all I am, that all I'm meant to be, is the summation of gifts given and legacies left behind. A rune, arcana, a sword, body. I know it's my job to do what has been entrusted to me. I alone bear the keys to see behind the gate, to learn of our enemy. I let fear into my mind. And fear so often is the mind killer.
It clouds our judgment.
Fear is the small death kills you over and over again. And in acting to disperse my own fear, and the fears of those I care about, I've done what I've always done. It's been a while since I allowed myself to care about someone. And still, one of my greatest failings is that my heart gets ahead of my brain. Even in the days when I was in charge of our family, you were the voice of reason. A mind to temper my heart. Cannot allow fear to spread. In an attempt to disperse my fear and the fear of others, I've brought fear upon our family. We're not ready. Fight the Herald.
No, we are not.
I don't know how much time I have left. I started to think that maybe all the reason the universe kept me alive is that I could pass on these gifts. These gifts that summarize me. These gifts that are me. The rune, the arcana, the knowledge. Pass those on. Maybe the universe will let me die.
You are more than these gifts.
See nothing in this world that I built by myself. For myself. Only things that were given.
Silas? Do you remember? Long ago, when I asked you the first question of many, what is family?
I don't remember what I said.
It was confusing at first. You described it as a collection of people, whether related or unrelated by blood, who take pride in one another, and seek not only to better each other, but to protect one another. And now, what you have said has led to me not only creating this, but me also trying to create my own family. One not of a found family, but of, well, about as much blood as someone like me can have. My children are a source of joy to me. Just as much as my agents
You've done
are.
so well for yourself. I
But
wish
I would
could
not
say the
have
same
had
for
it
me.
not been for you or the others. You are more than those gifts. Those gifts were given to you because people believed in you, much like I did. They see your potential. Whether you choose to see it as such is your own choice, but I believe that those gifts do not define you. They are gifts that were earned. Arcadum would not have given you that rune had he not seen that you had worked for it. The arcana he granted to you, he would not have given you had you not suffered through his training to earn it. The universe would not have seen it fit to rebuild your body had they not seen that you had earned it. You have gotten what you deserved. But it goes further than that, I believe. You just have to be willing to push past this obstacle. You have people here, family even, who want to help. But we need Silas Fairbrook of the Renegades, someone who is willing to put others before his own feelings.
The reason I was asked to step down to the Renegades is when that no longer became the case.
And perhaps that was our mistake.
All the gifts I've earned, I still haven't earned my morale. Back in the days, it was so simple. We all did what we all thought was right. Shielded each other's back when the consequences came. When Sachi infected himself with a cursed blade. When Curry went on an expedition to hell. And the dawn came into our cathedral, our sanctuary. We stood against the consequences together. And eventually, our family grew. That view changed from being about our individual good, about being not tied to anyone's higher allegiance. After all, that's what made us renegade. To serve the good of the greater. I guess that's where I fell off. I acknowledge that my actions were rash. But it's what I would have done back then. And I will not speak in empty apology to appease those who I do not even know. I will accept consequences, but I speak not empty words. However, I must do what I can to prevent the spread of fear. I must not allow those who we seek to protect to fear the shield. Even if my actions were justified in some sick, twisted way. We should be striving for greater things, especially in these times. Fear is a potent tool. It weighs heavily on the human mind. I need to be able to pass on what I've learned while I still have time. While we all still have time. Can't claim to know how to right wrong. But I can stop the flow of fear.
Using what I have learned, perhaps I can help you make right what was wrong. You all worked so hard to teach me, after all.
You have far outweighed our teachings.
Perhaps, but that does not mean they should not guide us anymore.
After all this, can we still call each other family?
That's a dumb question.
I never claimed to be smart.
She has a point. And the question is, well, one that I would hope was rhetorical.
I will do what I can to make amends, but I wish to remain true to myself in doing so. To speak empty words of apology without action, would be to make me no greater than the people I despise.
I see. Perhaps it was...
What I offer, instead of an admittance of guilt, is an acknowledgement of action.
I suppose that may have to do. You are right in that we must do everything that we can to protect the innocent, to keep the peace. However, if we do not abide by the law in doing so, we will make people fear us. It is what I have been doing today, before I came here to speak with you. I spent the majority of the day trying to assuage people's fears. They believe that this sort of behavior may become the norm if we are allowed to continue operating as we do. We must be held responsible for our actions. Otherwise, they will continue to fear us. This is not the first time this has happened.
Well, maybe it's time this stray Elysian finally learned the law of the land.
That being said, I believe my sister is right in what she told me earlier. If what is lawful is not good, then the laws must be changed. Laws are meant to help keep
The Elysians thought that killing my parents was lawful.
But it was...
Sometimes I wonder if they were good. Sometimes I wonder if my parents were in the wrong. And if their punishment was truly just. All I have is their legacy.
I could never say for certain.
And people look no better at us, as students of Arcadum, fulfilling the legacy of a dead demon. They look at us with hate. They see us as people who deal with devils.
Perhaps. But therein, not all devils are bad. We have one here. He has grown immensely. And now he is dating my sister. And he makes her happy.
Hey, Hybris,
Yes?
how much has Essa told you about what's happening to her?
He told me a bit before he left, just a short while ago.
He told you Azrael gave him a list of ultimatums. Did he tell you what those were?
No.
It's not my part to say on this show. But just like an old friend of ours, even though he's a demon, he fights against his very nature. Perhaps I should learn to do the same.